How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary clips that are sure to give you the chills. So as always, before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. There are a lot of things you might expect to see on the side of the road while driving. Animals, hitchhikers, broken down vehicles. However, this video, uploaded to YouTube by Ida Olivas, shows something that no one would likely anticipate. The footage was captured on the dashboard camera of a vehicle traveling down the Saltillo Torreon highway in Mexico. As the video begins, we see the vehicle driving late at night. It's dark, yet the road is well lit by the headlights of passing cars. Suddenly, something unusual passes by. Take a look. As you can see, a woman in a white dress comes running down the side of the road. She looks to be flailing her arms as she moves. At first, you might think this is just an ordinary person, one who's attempting to wave down a passing car. However, if you look carefully, you might notice that she appears to be missing her head. Could this be a sighting of the infamous woman in white, a type of spirit often thought to have died in a state of heartbreak? If this is the case, then perhaps she met her end on this very stretch of highway. Some viewers don't think that anything supernatural is happening in this clip at all. They believe that the woman's not headless, but rather appears that way due to a trick of the light. However, even if this is the case, then why is she running down the highway flailing her arms in the middle of the night? So what do you think's going on in this video? Does it really show a ghost, or is there another explanation for this bizarre scene? Let me know your take on this in the comment section down below. Urban exploration is a great way to uncover lost secrets of the past. On occasion, those who do it catch some rather creepy things on camera. This eerie footage was uploaded to YouTube by Andy Persons after exploring an old abandoned factory known as the First Prize Center in Albany, New York. The building was a former meatpacking plant and, according to the YouTuber, developers had attempted to demolish it in the past, but the wrecking ball bounced off its walls multiple times and it remained intact. The video begins with the explorers entering the old building. Not too long into their investigation, the explorers stumble across a strange room that's full of old VHS and audio tapes. Take a look. Then, as they enter the lower levels of the building, their camera catches a shadowy figure darting into a nearby doorway. Moments later, things get even creepier when they shine a flashlight down an elevator shaft. The air suddenly fills with the sound of multiple whispering voices. Take a listen. Spooked, the team quickly leaves the area. As they continue their exploration, they discover another large room. This one's full of old toys. The toys look as though they've been here for some time, possibly dumped in the building years earlier. Their search eventually leads them to an area where they find dozens of old photographs. As they thumb through the snaps, it becomes apparent that they appear to have been taken from a distance, as if the photographer was spying on the subjects as they went about their daily lives. This old factory certainly seems like a very creepy place. Why have so many unusual items been left there over the years? And more importantly, what was the deal with that shadowy figure and those disembodied voices? Drop your theories about what's going on here in the comment section down below. What would you do if you wanted to prove that your home was filled with spirits? It seems that YouTuber Really Haunted might have found a solution. The YouTuber claims that he's been plagued by something paranormal for several weeks, so he decides to use an Xbox Kinect camera to attempt to gather evidence. After setting up the device, he clutches a crucifix and begins to recite the Lord's Prayer.
Okay guys, I've got the crucifix. I don't know if you can see it through. I've got the crucifix that Crackling sent me. I'm going to kneel down, I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer, then I'm just going to lie down and try to get some sleep and see what happens.
Immediately, two figures appear on the screen. One hovers near him, reaching its arms out, vanishing only after he finishes the prayer. He then asks any good spirits present to protect him.
I call on any positive spirits here to protect me and my family.
Once again, the green figure reappears. This time it approaches the camera, seemingly staring directly into the lens. Around an hour later, another figure appears. This one seems to walk around the room on all fours. It approaches the man as he sleeps. It reaches an arm out towards him before crawling off screen. Soon, another mysterious figure materializes. This one walks across the room and bends over the sleeping man. Yet another appears a few moments later, hovering above the man briefly before vanishing. It then reappears and seems to knock over one of the chairs in the room before attempting to lie on the couch next to the man. The YouTuber notes that he must constantly challenge these entities in order to keep them from taking over. However, watching the clip, several of the figures seem to act in a way that suggests benevolence. So perhaps some of these entities might actually be good spirits. Either way, this is certainly some very chilling footage, the type that can raise the hairs on the back of your neck. This short clip was shared to TikTok by PG Stories. It appears to have been captured on a home security camera. While these devices are a great way to keep an eye on the inside of your house when you're not around, occasionally they might actually capture something you'd rather not see. In the video, we see what looks like an ordinary living room. Yet, if you concentrate on the back corner of the room near the door, you might notice something rather chilling. Take a look. In an instant, a dark figure appears. It's hard to see at first, but it's definitely there. It looks as though it walks to the right of frame before vanishing from sight. The figure looks like a shadow, however the way it suddenly appears then disappears seems otherworldly. Unfortunately, as is often the case with these sorts of videos, the lack of accompanying information makes it difficult to know just what we're seeing. So, for now, it will have to be left up to you, the viewer, to decide whether it's paranormal or not. In this next video, uploaded to YouTube by ILMN Barno Paranormal, we see some possible paranormal activity caught in an old abandoned factory. The clip starts out as the explorer enters the building.
Opuštěnou továrnu v našem městě. Tato továrna je opuštěná, protože tady před 60 lety.
The camera holder explains that it's been empty for about 60 years. According to him, there was an accident at the facility that killed several workers. The government subsequently shut it down and it's been abandoned ever since. To this day, it's believed that the ghosts of these workers still haunt the property. After winding his way down several dark passageways with only his camera light to guide him, the explorer eventually reaches a room that appears to have once been used as an office. Suddenly, something strange is caught on camera. A cupboard door flings open, seemingly all on its own. It spooks the explorer, who runs from the room. He soon regains his composure and returns for a second look. He searches the area, but seems unable to find any logical explanation for the door's sudden movement. Sometime later, he enters another room. As he scans the camera around the area, he inadvertently manages to capture the reflection of a shadowy figure in one of the windows.
Tak. A tady, kámo, tady to vypadá mega creepy třeba.
Next, the explorer enters an area of the building that is noticeably more run down than the rest. As he makes his way cautiously through the darkness, he's stopped in his tracks when he hears an eerie sound. Take a listen. Bravely, the explorer continues on. After navigating his way down a long dark corridor, he reaches what appears to be another office area. There, he's spooked one final time.
Nějaká divná věc na zdi.
As you can see, a chair suddenly slides out from behind a desk as if pulled by some sort of unseen force. Finally, it all seems too much for the explorer, who quickly exits the room, and the video ends shortly thereafter. So is it possible that the workers who sadly lost their lives years earlier were responsible for the supposed paranormal activity seen here? Until more information comes to hand, the answer will continue to remain unknown. Before we take a look at a mysterious figure lurking inside a home, remember to hit that subscribe button, tickle that little bell icon there, and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. What's your worst fear about moving into a new house? Faulty wiring, structural damage? What about if it's haunted? In this short video posted to TikTok by Lauren G. Glad, you might see your worst nightmare coming to life. In old times, the act of the groom carrying his bride over the threshold was thought to help protect her from demons, which might be lurking inside their new home. In this case, it isn't clear if the couple is married or if the house is even new, but what the camera has caught is nevertheless likely to send chills down your spine. Watch.
Go.
If you look at the open doorway just behind the couple, you'll notice that they're not alone. There's a pale figure lurking in the shadows. It has long, dark hair and appears to have glowing eyes. Whatever it is, it seems to clutch at the door for a moment before disappearing into the house. However, as it turns out, it was later revealed by the woman who posted the clip to TikTok that the creepy figure seen by the door was actually her. It seems she didn't realise that the video was being made and she had attempted to get out of the way before being seen. But if you think this eerie mystery ends there, you'd be mistaken. Several keen-eyed viewers noticed that you'll also see a strange shadowy shape in the window. Take a look.
Go.
So far, it seems no one's been able to offer a valid explanation for this other creepy anomaly. So what do you think? Does this video really show something supernatural, or is this just another hoax in the window? Also, quick question, would you be willing to move into a house that you knew was haunted? Or are you the type of person that prefers to have no freeloading spirits roaming the hallways? Let me know where you sit on this in the comments down below. Now, if you want some more freaky paranormal mysteries, then check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, we have a massive scary playlist right there that'll keep you entertained for hours and hours. Let us know in the comments section below which one of these clips you thought was the weirdest or scariest. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.